Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I don't give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff Escow.
from San Diego. It's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Sports World Radio. How's everybody doing today? I am your host, Jeff Escow. We got a lot of stuff to do today, lots and lots of fun today here on Sports World Radio. You know what it's like here on the show. Jam-packed show each and every day here on Sports World Radio. And today's show is no substitute for that. We got an interview coming up right off the bat of the show soon as Sean and I finish doing what we like to do here on Sports World Radio at the beginning of the show. Let me get all the particulars out of the way. Don't forget Frank Sprankle coming in the second hour today as well. Let's get all the particulars out of the way, and then we'll get on with this show. I am your host, Jeff Escow. We do the show each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. on the West. And if you live in the Central,
for you people who live in the Central, you really need to figure that out for yourself.
On SportsWorldRadio.com every Monday through Friday. You join us for that. You want to come and hang out in our chat room? We are over at Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker, Spreaker.com. Head on over there, get yourself a free account. It's free to sign up. When you get yourself an account, type in Sports World Radio at the top of the board. It'll show a live show. Click the live show. It'll pop in at the bottom of your screen. The bubble will appear all the way over to your right. Click the bubble. The chat room will open up and start chatting away. If you're a Skype user, you can get in touch with us via Skype. It's Sports World Radio Show. You can get in touch with us via Skype, Sports World Radio Show, if you have any questions. Or you can send an email to swrshow@gmail.com. That's swrshow@gmail.com. Do us a favor, head on over to facebook.com/sportsworldradio. That's facebook.com/sportsworldradio, and like our Facebook page. And while you're doing that, you know what? You might as well head on over to Twitter and follow us on Twitter as well at twitter.com/sportsworldradio. That's twitter.com/sportsworldradio. And you know what? We have We have a YouTube channel now. I'm having a hard time saying that. I don't know why. We have a YouTube channel now. Head on over there at youtube.com/Jeff Escow Sports World Radio. That's youtube.com/Jeff Escow Sports World Radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you miss a show, you can get every single show over there as well. I think with all the I got two more things to get off my chest. One, we're having a contest here for a new intro. If you want to write us a new intro, it must be 60 seconds long. It must have no curse words in it. And it must have Jeff Escow and Sean Mann in there as well. Send that intro to introcontest@sportsworldradio.com. That's introcontest@sportsworldradio.com. No curse words, 60 seconds long, and it must have Jeff Escow and Sean Mann in there. And finally, you want to become a member of SWR Sports Shorts and find out what Sean and I and who is ever on the line with us during the commercial breaks. Remember, I record all the commercial breaks. So whoever's on the line with us when we're talking, all those recordings get put into a membership, and you can sign up at sportsworldradio.com/sportshorts. That's sportsworldradio.com/sportshorts. Sign up today, and you get to hear all the conversations that we have during the commercial break. And I know yesterday's show was a doozy during the commercial breaks, so you got to get involved. We every time we came back from a commercial break, Josh and Sean were laughing. So you got to get involved with the Sports Shorts. To do that, head on over to sportsworldradio.com/sportshorts and sign up today. With all that being said and everything out of the way, what do you say, hey, we bring in the co-host of the show, Sean, man, the update man. What's going on there, buddy?
I'm doing good, Jeff. Welcome, everybody, to Sports World Radio on the 23rd of June, 2015, 6:08 p.m. on the East Coast, 3:08 p.m. on the West. For you people in the Central, figure it out for yourself. Weather right now is about 83 degrees. How are you, Jeff, and how's the weather out there?
Well, you know how the weather out here is, man. I just turned the damn air conditioner off before we went on the air. Come on.
Turns the AC on.
You know what it's like here, dude. It's freaking sunny San Diego. It's beautiful.
I was
It's
just
probably
being sneaky,
about...
trying to pull a fast one.
No. Hey, one of these days you're going to say to me, hey, Jeff, how's the weather out there? I'm going to go, it sucks. It's raining. One of these days I will say it.
You don't want that rain to come and get you. There you go.
No, one of these days I will say it. But you want to know something? It's not going to happen now. What is it, June? It's not going to happen.
It's June 23rd all day.
It's not going to happen in June. It's not going to happen in July. It's not going to happen in August. It's not going to happen in September. It might happen in October. So we got several months before I'm going to see rain, dude. I'll
be used
you right
to that
now.
when the rain comes here in Idaho. Yes.
I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a long time before I'm going to see some rain here in sunny San Diego. It's probably about 90, 95 degrees outside right now. It's freaking hot, man.
We'll go to the ocean and do some swimming. 93 degrees in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Summer has arrived. No question about it, Chaba.
It's freaking hot out here, dude. I had the air conditioner on from about 10 o'clock this morning till I just turned it off before I called you.
Yeah.
Just before I called you, I turned it off. I'm already starting to warm up, man. I'm wearing a tank top right now. I'm already starting to warm up. I might have to take my I have sweatpants on. I should have changed before I started the show. I have my shorts right here in the studio. I usually, sometimes when it gets really hot, I change my pants during the show. And you guys have no idea I'm doing it.
Okay, all right. That's something we all need to know about on Sports World Radio. No,
How about that? Ain't that crazy? How about them apples right there? Isn't that nuts?
Now, the apples are very tasty.
That's
At
pretty
least you have to
crazy,
compare
right?
Apples and oranges or apples and bananas.
I know. That's pretty wild, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty freaking nuts. So, hey, we'd like to have a lot of fun here in Sports World Radio. So what we're going to do today, right off the bat, right off the top of the show, okay?
Yes.
Right off the top of the show, we're going to start off with an interview, my friend. How about that?
Something new, an interview. There you go.
We're going to start off with an interview right off the top of the line here. I have my friend Lama Tantrapa on the line with us. Good friend of mine. Lama, are you there?
Yes, I am.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. One really quick thing. Lama, you're up in the Portland area, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
See, Sean, he's up in your neck of the woods.
Oh, in the Pacific Northwest. Well, that's cool.
Yep.
Sean lives in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Yeah, Hayden, like a suburb of Coeur d'Alene.
That's where Sean is. You guys are kind of close neighbors over there. So how's everything going, Lama?
It's nice and warm here, too.
It's nice and warm up there, too, huh?
Yeah.
So we brought Lama on today. He does something special out there, and I don't want to screw it up by saying what he does. So I'm going to – and I told him I was going to say this on the air because that's how we roll here. We're a very un-PC show. We tell it like it is, and if you don't like it, just change the dial. So I'm going to let him explain everything what it is. So we can so I don't screw it up and everything is all right. Okay, so my good friend Lama Tantrapa, speak to my friends and speak to my audience and my listeners and let them know what you do for a living and what this is all about.
Well, it's really hard to screw it up. You know, have you heard of Tai Chi?
Yes, sir.
Well, imagine there is a discipline called Tai Chi coaching.
Okay.
And it's kind of like coaching boxers or coaching football players or coaching swimming.
Okay.
It's just coaching Tai Chi practitioners. So essentially it's all about developing greater ability to function better in your body and to move with greater gracefulness and precision and power. And also, in the context of Tai Chi, developing more harmonious culture of movement. So you basically become in a more harmonious state of consciousness that manifests in your physical body in a more harmonious way you move through your daily life, as well as through the practice of Tai Chi.
And how long have you been doing this?
For about 35 years.
35 years.
Well, I have been doing martial arts for 35 years I pioneered this discipline of Tai Chi coaching about 15 years ago.
Okay.
12, 15 years ago.
And how are you doing this coaching for people?
Well, most of the time I work with people long distance. We either connect on Skype or Google Hangout so we can see each other in real time, and we can work with each other regardless of the geographical location, distance between us. As long as we can see each other, we can also work with how we hold our bodies, how we move. I can see what's going on with a person and give them some insights, and also invite them to test what they're doing with their bodies in terms of stability, mobility, flexibility, and also how they use the energy. You know, energy is a crucial piece that is lacking in most sports coaching. I mean, we can talk about energy as, you know, you train for endurance, and
Right.
if you run out of energy, basically you can't play anymore.
Right.
But I'm talking about energy in general terms, how everything you do is a form of energy expression. And just if you're not even doing anything, you're alive, there is life force flowing somewhere in your body. And so we just learn how to connect with the flow of life force and how to put it to good use. Does it make sense?
It does kind of make sense. Sean, does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes plenty of sense.
Cool.
Okay, so obviously you have a website,
Yes.
correct?
You can go to taichicoaching.com. You can also go to qigongcoaching.com.
Qigong. So
And-
you mentioned that to me the other day, and I was like, what?
Well, Qigong, it's basically a discipline somewhat between Tai Chi and yoga. You familiar with yoga?
Yes.
Okay, so imagine that there is a discipline that brings the best of both worlds without having to jump through the hoops that you have to jump through when you study Tai Chi, for example. So you don't have to learn all these complicated forms, but you can still develop harmonious culture and movement and learn how to move gracefully and precisely and powerfully, as if in Tai Chi. And you can also feel a greater peace and harmony in your body, learn how to meditate and develop greater flexibility and balance, as in yoga, without having to twist yourself like a pretzel. Isn't that cool?
Yes, that's very cool. That is very cool. Now, how would you do this for somebody, say, on a Skype or a Google Hangout?
Well, I simply start by inviting them to test how they are already using their bodies. For example, how they stand, how they take a step, how they lift something, or how they sit down, how they stand up, how they push, how they pull. So basically learning how to perform the most basic, the most fundamental movements that people do in their bodies. It's as if you're a baby and you're just learning how to walk. Well, imagine that somebody came along who knew better how to walk than your parents. Somebody who could teach you how to walk in a more powerful way, with greater alignment, with greater gracefulness, and also translate this ability to walk into ability to run or do anything you want to do, so that each and every step you take at Earth becomes more empowered.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Well, the crazy thing is actually when people do the same thing and they expect different results. That's the craziness. That's the definition of insanity.
Right.
So what I do is I actually teach them how to become more sane. Because if you keep doing the same thing that everybody is doing, you'll be getting results that everybody is getting.
Right.
If you want better results, you've got to do it differently.
Right. And if you keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, that's the definition of insanity.
No kidding.
Right? That's the definition of insanity right there. So how did you come up with this system that you've been doing for 15 years?
Well, I learned it from my grandfather, who was a Qigong master back in the Soviet Union. I also learned from a number of his friends and students who he sent me to study with. I also studied many different martial arts and different styles of yoga and energy healing, meditation. Studied with a number of different Buddhist monks.
Mm-hmm.
So I got ordained as a Buddhist monk and eventually as a Lama.
Wow.
And also I studied scientific fields, anything from psychology to hypnosis, to understand how we work on the inside as well.
Wow, that's fascinating. And I'm looking here, and you do kind of the same kind of stuff that they did in the movie Bloodsport, correct?
Well, not exactly. Some of the people who did stuff in the movie Bloodsport
That
did
happens
a little
to
bit
be
of stuff that I teach in practice. For example, the main character in the movie Bloodsport. Do you know his name?
was Frank Dukes.
Frank Dukes. Yeah, I know Frank Dukes. Actually interviewed him on my talk show.
Really? Yeah, we're going to get into that in a minute. But wow, see, that's one of my favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme movies right there.
So Jean-Claude Van Damme doesn't know some of the things that Frank Dukes does. And with all due respect for Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's an actor more than a martial artist.
Correct.
But what we're doing is we are learning how to really become practical with each and every little detail that we learn about our physical bodies and our energy and our mentality, so it becomes very applicable. So it's not just for show, it's not for movies, it's actually something that you can apply in daily life. It doesn't matter if it is fighting or it is an athletic performance. I work with a lot of athletes who practice a variety of different arts. I've worked with world-class ice skaters, fencers, martial artists, wrestlers, runners, and literally help them develop what we call peak performance, the ability to accomplish better results by spending less energy and time.
Wow.
Does it make sense?
That makes a lot of sense. So you mentioned your show. What is your show about?
My show is called The Secrets of Qigong Masters. So the people who practice Qigong for a long time, for example, 35 years or longer, they often are regarded as Qigong masters. Mm-hmm. So people basically recognize them as very skilled individuals who know how to use the energy very effectively and also that can teach other people how to become more masterful as well. And I interview people like that on my show. It's almost like Stan Lee's Superhumans show, maybe not as popular as the Stan Lee's show, but definitely attracts the most amazing individuals as my guests. That's why we call it The Secrets of Qigong Masters. I literally interview each guest for about an hour about the most awesome accomplishments that they have achieved, how they achieved it, what are their skills that they can transmit to the students, how we can learn from them. And so essentially, it's the most amazing opportunity for me to continue learning from the best in the field and also for thousands and thousands of our listeners to learn from the best people in our field too.
Okay, and who is your show for?
Most of the people who listen to my show, and we also have a video version of the show, are people who are interested in peak performance. And also they may be martial artists. They may be interested in personal development, in healing, usually alternative healing, acupuncture, people who practice energy arts, energy healing, or Qigong, and also people who are practicing meditation and interested in developing more energy awareness through meditation.
Wow. That's freaking nuts, dude. I would love to get into some of that myself. I you know what? I think if I did some of that myself, I wouldn't be so angry on the radio all the time.
You would not, because anger is an expression of energy that is stuck in the body somewhere. And so often it means that there is some energy blockage in your system that if you address it, it will release. And you will have an easier energy flow through the entire organism.
Oh, man, Maybe I should take that up, but then again, maybe my listeners don't want me to because maybe they like me angry. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, honestly, I don't know who wants to be in company of an angry person for a long time.
Well, I'm not
I think
angry
your
all the
listeners
time.
will appreciate you becoming less angry, and they may also learn something for themselves, too.
Yeah, but I'm not angry all the time. Only certain people make me angry, so I let it out when that happens. You know, when it happens, I let it out, and then it goes away, and I'm all done with it. Ask Sean. I've been angry. Okay. Ask Sean. I've been angry with him before. I've had words with him before, and then 20 minutes.
Yeah, I've had words with Jeff before.
And then 20 minutes later, we're all done. It's okay, and it's over with, right?
Yeah, it takes a little time for me to shake it off.
Yeah, he takes it. he takes it harder than I do. Maybe you should talk to him. Maybe you should help him more than me.
Well, let me ask you this. Does getting anger increase the stress level in your body?
I believe it does. I think it's true, yeah, because if you get stressed over too much stuff, it can affect all of you, and you can't shake it off.
Right, and also dumps a lot of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline into your system. And that actually impedes your health. It makes you less healthy when you have stress hormones in your body. It increases blood pressure, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, who wants more blood pressure?
And it ruins your sleeping. That's the problem with being so stressed, is that if you can't get off of something, if somebody really annoyed you and irked you, it really messes up your sleeping pattern in a big way.
Right. I once had a student who was coming to me and telling me, I'm really irritated. I had this car accident and nobody got hurt, but the person who ran into me reported that I ran into him, and they actually believed him better than me. I said, really? So did they make a determination that you were at fault? It's like, no, they haven't, but maybe they will, and that's going to make me really, really stressed out and angry. I said, okay, how long will you be angry for? He said, a week. I said, really? Is it? He said, no, 2 weeks. I'm going to be really livid for 2 weeks. I said, okay, well, how will it affect your health for 2 weeks? How is it going to feel? He said, I'm going to be really tense. I said, okay, how is the blood pressure going to be? He's like, oh, it's going to be through the roof. Okay, and how is your digestion going to feel? He's like, don't even ask. Okay, how about sleeping? He's like, you know what, maybe I don't want to be angry for 2 weeks. I said, okay, how about less time? He's like, maybe I can be angry for just a couple of hours.
Well,
No, let's take it back. For a couple of minutes. I said, really? Are you serious? He's like, no, maybe 2 seconds. I was like, okay, 2 seconds angry. I can understand that.
I think what it comes down to, Lama and Jeff, is that you have to realize that if you're depressed about something or really stressed, you got to learn to work around it, relax, take a deep breath, take it 1 second, 1 minute at a time, and just not let people get to you, because if you do it that way, you're letting them take the advantage over you, walk all over you. You just got to realize, who cares what they think? Shake them off, forget about them, because you know who the real true friends are. The good people I work with here at the show, the good people I have on Facebook, or friends in general, because that's what matters. Your true friends, your family, everything you got. Count your blessings that you have. Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think that I do care about what people think, even though they may not be my friends. Mm-hmm. What I don't let them do is to make me stressed out, because stress is not something that has been imposed on me. It's my reaction to what I experience. So what I do in my life, and I also teach all my coaching clients, is how to relax under pressure by becoming more responsive and less reactive. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Reaction is like going against oncoming force or energy projected at you. If you just have a head-on collision, that's a perfect example of reaction. But if you go with the energy that is being projected at you and relax under pressure, then you become free, because then you're not affected by this energy. And I actually teach how to embody this principle. So I have a number of exercises and practices that people can do right in front of the computer that they use the Skype on, to learn how to really walk the talk, how to relax under pressure, how to become more responsive and less reactive.
People want to hear the positive things, the good things. They don't want to hear the negative things. But if there's something you have to get off your chest and talk about, then that's a good thing too. It's, that's what family and friends do. They're like, don't keep something hidden inside. Otherwise, somebody's going to come to that conclusion and say, there's something up with that person. That person's got some serious situation. It's always important that you talk with people who really care and are supportive too.
Well, and the interesting thing you said that one thing is good and then another thing is good. And whenever we think about just in terms of good and bad about anything that we experience in our lives, it's a really dualistic kind of black and white view on the world. So one of the things that I really begin my work with all my coaching clients is trying to let go of the idea that things are good or bad, and instead assess them in terms of how much you resonate with something. Because what's good for one person may not be good for another person.
Right.
And also what was good for you yesterday may turn out to be not so good today or tomorrow, and vice versa. So instead of just putting a label, this is good or this is bad, they constantly learn how to assess things on a scale of resonance. You resonate with something, you don't resonate with something, and it's your authentic energy resonance. And it also may be subject to change, which is okay. That means that you are constantly maintaining a level of authenticity unlike anybody else I know.
There you have it. There you have it. Really quick, so you do your radio show. Who do your listeners, why do your listeners like your show so much?
Well, because they have access to the wisdom of Qigong masters and masters of related disciplines like Tai Chi and yoga and meditation and energy healing that otherwise they wouldn't have access to, because many of these people are not available to general public. They often live in remote places, or perhaps they just don't have the ability to transmit their knowledge to the large groups of people. And so when I invite my guests on the talk show, I really allow them to deliver their message to a large listenership of my show, and also invite the listeners of my show to learn as much as possible from the guests. So this actually becomes an amazing educational opportunity for everybody who listens to the show, because otherwise there would be no chance to learn from these masters all under one roof.
And where can they listen to your show at?
QigongMasters.com is the easy way to find my show. Qigong is spelled in a variety of ways. Don't ask me why the Chinese tend to spell it with Q-I-G-O-N-G. That's the word for Qigong.
And I just
it also can be spelled C-H-I-K-U-N-G.
I just put the link in there. I just put the link in the room for you.
QigongMasters.com, you will end up on my website as well.
Yeah, Lama, I just put the link in the chat room for you as well.
Awesome.
So there you go. Hey, Lama, I want to thank you so much for joining us today. We had a great time with you. We really appreciate your time, buddy.
Thank you. I really enjoyed talking to you guys.
And we'll talk soon. I want to talk to you about some of this stuff, so we'll talk soon.
Great.
It was a pleasure, Lama, and thank you very much.
You are very welcome, and thank you. I want to also wish you and all listeners of your show happy summer solstice.
Oh, thank you very much. You too, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
You too, my friend, and enjoy Portland.
I will.
All right, take care, buddy. There goes our good friend Lama. All right, so Sean, how about that, huh? Pretty impressive stuff right there. You like that, huh?
That was impressive. It was great that you got to do the interview, and then, of course, I came in with some very big perspective.
There you go. I like that. See, that's all you have to do is just listen to what he says and then follow up with a question. Right, buddy?
And add some good statements to it, too.
Okay, so let me ask you, man, have you been waiting all day to find out what's going on with your boy or what? Huh?
I don't know.
Have you been waiting all day to find out what's going on with your boy or what? You've been waiting all day, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing has come out yet, right?
Nothing has come out yet.
This thing, are they still talking?
I believe they're still talking about it.
How long has this thing been going on?
I don't know. It's like all day, I guess.
Jesus criminy. They're locked in a complicated battle. I got a headline here. Brady and Goodell locked in a complicated battle. Holy freaking Toledo, Batman.
You knew it was going to be a war of words.
What's going to happen?
I'm not sure. Do we need to go real quickly, Jeff? I know that we want to talk about Brady, but do we need to go to a commercial?
Yeah, you know what? I guess we should go to a commercial, and I guess we should follow protocol. I guess we should. Let's run to a quick commercial break. You listen to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow new way to workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. All right, so we got our good friend and producer and program director of the show, Josh Lopez, joining us. What's up there, you rat bastard?
What's up, you freaking humps?
How you doing, Joshy?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling. You know, Tuesdays and Thursdays are my only relaxed days throughout the week, so this chilling, listening to the show, cool interview, by the way. Check out Lama's great work.
You like that, huh? Did you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was different, right? We don't do stuff like that, right? It's different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought you liked that.
So I guess we found a new friend, or maybe not. Maybe it's the same person that
I don't know.
We closed off yesterday's show with.
He says he's 12 years old.
I don't
doesn't
know.
like our curse word.
Well, if he's 12 years old, get the flock out of my goddamn room.
Hey, look what I put in the chat room. Poor Booble.
I have 500 baseball cards, Jeff.
I don't care. 12-year-olds, you're not allowed to be in this room. This is an 18-year-old or over room, you rat bastard.
Underage.
Holy freaking Toledo, Batman.
You know, when I started with Jeff, I was 21. I was eligible. Josh was in.
You got to be at least 18, you freaking humps, to be allowed into this room.
Oh, he calls Josh a pimp? You better watch it, Trevor.
Okay,
He is the boss.
And the only one who's allowed to call Josh Joshy on this show is me.
I call him Josh.
Okay? Anybody that calls him Joshy besides me is out of here. You hear that, Trevor? I'm just telling you right now. You type it one more time, you're booted. See, it wouldn't want to be you. I booted many of Trevor's before, and you won't be no exception, so watch your ass.
You only gave one warning, buddy.
That's right.
Just one warning. And I don't even know if this is Trevor Cody. Or
I don't know. I checked out his.
That we know that's just afraid to show in the chat room, so he has to make a fake account.
I don't know. I checked out his account. It's a brand new account. It was just made today. So I don't know. It could be the fat rat bastard. Who knows? Who knows?
Then, if you're not...
if you're not fake, show a picture then. Or call in.
I'm 12.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm 12. Then if you're 12, then please leave because this show is not for 12-year-olds. Okay, you know what? If you're really 12, I'm going to block your ass. How about that? That'll get rid of you, wouldn't it? So you better not tell me that you're 12.
Mommy won't let me take the picture. Oh, cut that out. Trevor, do you need your mother to read you a bedtime story?
Trevor, you better let me know that you're not. You know what?
You said you could call in.
I can't have you in the room if you're 12 years old. So either you tell me that you're lying about that you're 12 years old, or I'm going to block you. Those are your two choices that you have right now. And those are your only two choices you have right now as the owner of Sports World Radio and the chat room. So either you stop chatting and just listen. Okay, see? That's what I thought.
12.
Exactly.
You lying
I'm
son
20.
of a gun. Oh,
Exactly.
cut this out.
Exactly. So now I know who you are. So you know what? Thank you for admitting it, but see, you wouldn't want to be you.
Bye-bye. Bye.
It's that simple. Because now we know who you are. So see, you wouldn't want to. And I'm not getting angry. I'm not getting mean about it. I'm having a thank you to the Zen master Lama. He's done some Zen thing to me since he's been on.
Josh is still laughing about it.
We just went through 7 blocked accounts in 2 days, Jeff.
Well, hey, I can do it all. I told you I could do this all day and all night long. It's not going to bother me.
Jeff's got the power to do that.
It's not going to bother me one bit.
Let's try to get to a sports story, shall we?
Well, what about
sports story we were talking about before this Trevor drama happened? Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Brady today spent an ongoing talk with this appeal.
Are they still talking?
Still talking.
See.
You son of a
Sean
gun.
loves Trevor.
Don't worry about it.
You son of a gun.
I don't know what you're worried about, Sean. Just ignore it. I got the controls, buddy. Don't worry. I got the
Patriots quarterback
controls.
Tom Brady appeal hearing on Tuesday at the NFL's Park Avenue offices in New York. It's timely to review how players have fared against the league in recent appeals. With a big-time assist from ESPN Stats and Information, here's a rundown. So they give a list of all the players that have gotten hit with major suspension.
I can't believe they're still talking.
Yeah.
That's what really gets my fancy, is I can't believe that they're still having a discussion about this. How many hours are you guys going to talk, for Jiminy Cricket's sakes?
Well, the NFL's got to clear it up with the NFL Players Association. They got to come up with a written out statement for the media to make sure that the media doesn't call them out for their nonsense. It's like anything. It's like when people are stalling Jeff in a big murder case, for example. You already have evidence, but you have to wait 3 weeks to find a verdict for something. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
And the way I look at it, Josh, Brady knows this, that
Don't worry about it. I got it.
When Brady came to this thing, when the suspension was handed down after his conference in Salem, Massachusetts, I have to tell you this too, that Brady was not going to go away without a fight. He's going to keep fighting all the way to the end so he can win this appeal before the season starts. It's going to be tough, though.
I wanted to, listen, if you're going to reduce it to 2 games so we can play against the Cowboys so we can kick their ass.
I wanted to bring up a story that I saw earlier this morning from Phil Jackson, and we moved from the NBA now. Here's the quote. I found it from Bleacher Report, Jeff. It said, Phil Jackson said this: "When I watch some of these playoff games, and I look at what's being run out there as people call it an offense, it's really quite remarkable to see how far our game has fallen from a team game." He also went on to say, "I watched LeBron James, for example. He travels every other time he catches the basketball if he's off the ball. He catches the ball, moves both his feet. You see it happen all the time. There's no structure. There's no discipline. There's no how do we play this game type of attitude. And it goes all the way through the game to the point where now guys don't screen. They push off guys with their hands. The games actually has some beauty to it. If we kind of taken some of that out of it to make it individualized, it's a lot of who we are as a country, individualized stuff."
He's absolutely right.
It's been a week already since the NBA Finals came to a conclusion, and LeBron's going to hear the negative criticism from everybody else. And Phil Jackson is stepping in saying, it's good that we got to do something. I'd say
I got it. Don't worry about it. Just ignore
no
it.
structure, discipline with the NBA offense. It's going to be like Jeff pointed out, just give it time. Here it is, the 23rd. It's going to be interesting, Josh, what happens in the next few weeks. If James is going to just want David Blatt back, and of course, hear the criticism still. I criticize.
Hey, Jeff, do you think the game's losing popularity due to the fact it's not an actual team-centered sport anymore?
Well, what Phil Jackson said was absolutely correct about LeBron James and about how the game is being played today. He's absolutely correct. It's not being played the way he played it back then and the way he wants to play it today. It's not being played that way. He is 100% correct, and he's getting crucified for it.
Well, I got a Skippy quote today that might disagree with what you're saying, but we'll leave it till later on.
Are you kidding me? I totally agree with what Phil Jackson is saying. I've been saying it for freaking 6 months that he travels with the goddamn ball. Nobody listens to me. Now that Phil Jackson is saying, oh, my God, the man is speaking now. Screw you, people.
LeBron is... Well, remember how LeBron, the Cavs got lucky in Game 4, Josh, against the Bulls, and you were upset about bad officiating, that there's mistraveling, and then David Blatt getting away with a timeout?
Yep.
Crazy. The officials really need to start fixing themselves and stop giving LeBron James every stinking call, because it sure is getting old.
I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of it, man.
Yahoo.com.
I'm seriously getting tired of it, man.
I am tired of it, too, because ever since the finals ended, that channel doesn't get off of it. They never will.
You know, I used to love the NBA a lot when I was little, but it seems like ever since LeBron's came to the NBA, my interest in the NBA has been going downer and downer and downer for the past 12 years. And it's not just him, it's just the way the sport's presented as a whole.
Yeah.
45 minutes after the hour, we got to go to our first of 2 updates.
This update is brought to you by the Flipper. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your Flipper today and never, ever touch your toilet seat ever again. It's called the Flipper, and it's at flipperflipper.com. I don't know who's doing the update, but whoever it is, take it away. Brought to you by the Flipper. Take it away.
Welcome, everybody. First of 2 updates here for Sports World Radio here on this Tuesday, June 23rd, 2015. Weather right now in the Windy City, it's 80 degrees outside, and we're just coming off a terrible rainstorm over this past couple of days. Also, by the way, it's 5:46 in the Central, which makes it 6:46 in the East if you live in the West. Figure it out for yourself. So we got more baseball games than we did last night. We have the Philadelphia Phillies at the Yankees, Reds at Pirates, Braves at Nationals, Blue Jays at Rays, Cardinals at Miami, Baltimore and Boston. That's a series starting at Fenway Park. Detroit at Cleveland, Dodgers at Cubs, A's at Rangers, White Sox at Twins, Mets at Brewers, Arizona against Colorado, Houston against Los Angeles, Kansas City, Seattle, and finally San Diego versus San Francisco. There's a report coming out today saying that the Lakers are out of the race for DeMarcus Cousins, and it seems that the Bulls are now approaching the powerful forward from the Sacramento Kings. Some other NBA news. It was announced that Atlanta Hawks GM Danny Ferry is stepping down. And then finally, our last bit of this update is, drum roll please, the Cleveland Browns have awarded Terrell Pryor, actually. He's going to give the Cleveland Browns are going to give him a position as wide receiver. That's a wrap for this update. This update is going to be brought to you by the Flipper. Go to flipperflipper.com. Never have to flip your toy seat again. Or Trevor Cody flipping his identities on Spreaker. We're going to head to a commercial break. More Sports World Radio with Josh Lopez, Sean Mann, and Jeff Escow. And don't forget, coming up next is the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. And at the top of the hour, we'll have more Skippy Bash Hour with the big win. Frank Sprankle. More Sports World Radio after this.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howells stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think. Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, and Josh Lopez bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk on this Tuesday afternoon. Frank Sprankle coming up in just about 10 to 15 minutes from now. After our top of the hour break, we'll have Frank in. Until then, it is time for...
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour, Jeff. Aren't we ready?
You know what? You guys got a little teasing earlier.
I guess we should start off with a bang, shall we?
Well, hold on a second, Josh. Hold on,
Josh. Jackson is out of touch.
Yeah, screw you, Phil. Just Skip Bayless. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Screw you, Phil. Screw you, Skip Bayless. He's saying the right. Just because you disagree with it, LeBron James traveling, I want you to watch the ball every time he caught it during the NBA Finals to see how many times he traveled with it, you freaking hump. Just watch his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
watch his feet. The guy you know what? The guy should take a freaking train. It's quicker for all the times he travels. Okay? And don't get called for it. Yep. Hey, I'm going to make a plea right now. Hey, Trevor Cody, please knock it off. Obviously, we don't want you in here, okay? So please just knock it off, buddy, all right? Unbelievable. Go ahead.
Skippy Bayless said that By the way, I'm only using this mic for this segment. We'll wait for Frank to get more buys, all right?
Okay.
Okay, all right. You go ahead, bud. Yeah.
Skippy Bayless said that my New York Knicks should be embarrassed of Phil Jackson for ripping the NBA game.
For what?
When he's so lucky to have a job in the league.
For what?
He said that my New York Knicks should be ashamed of Phil Jackson ripping today's NBA when he's still lucky to even have a job in the NBA.
He's absolutely 100% right about the game today. 100% correct about the game today. 100%. You're just in the world the way the game plays today, and you can't see it, okay? Because you're stuck in that world. Step outside of it and look at it from a different perspective. Look at how the game used to be played. You move the ball, you pass, you run plays. Now it's just basically give me the ball and everybody get out of my way.
Skippy Bayless said that LeBron James would give Magic Johnson and Larry Bird a run for their money in their era.
Get the hell out of here.
Now, I just
no
choked
clue.
on my drink with that comment. Skippy, you don't know anything about Bird or Magic. You couldn't play up to in that era.
I find that odd because isn't Skippy a massive Larry Bird fan?
Yes.
But now he wants LeBron. He thinks LeBron could give him a run for his money because they play the same position. Come on now.
My
LeBron James couldn't play in that era of basketball, douchebag. First of all, he would get eaten up alive.
Yeah, he wouldn't last.
He would not last. And you know what? He would become a point guard because he couldn't play inside because he would get beaten up alive.
Skippy Bayless said that the evidence is out, and now there'll be nobody that will convince me that Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame.
So, in other words,
anybody?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Is Mark McGwire in Major League Baseball?
Yes, he is.
Is Alex Rodriguez in Major League Baseball?
Yep.
Yeah, Jeff, but come on, Jeff, let's not change subjects now. We're talking about the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we're talking about Hall of Fame here, Jeff. Come on now.
Neither of those guys are going into the Hall of Fame.
I don't even think Mark McGwire is in the ballot.
Neither of those guys are going in. Hey, listen, how about just reinstating the man so he can work in baseball? How about that? Reinstating him doesn't mean he's going to get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Okay? Reinstate the guy. You guys have condemned him. You guys have basically, Major League Baseball has basically put him in jail for 29 years. And he didn't even commit murder, for Christ's sakes. He's been in jail for 29 years. And you got people in Major League Baseball who have admitted to doing steroids, either playing in the game or working in the game. Does that make any sense?
Now we move from the NBA and baseball to golf now. Skippy Bayless said that the USGA, the United States, I don't know what that means.
United States Golf Association.
Yeah, the USGA should be ashamed that it allowed our national championship to be played on that golf course, especially on those greens.
Okay, first of all, douchebag.
He's the expert golf guy now.
Okay, first of all, douchebag, what you were seeing on your TV wasn't really how the greens looked.
Yep.
Okay? That's not how they looked to the golfers. That's how they looked on TV. When they shaded the TV and showed you the undulations, that's how the golfers were seeing it. When they shaded the greens looked beautiful, didn't they? You dumbass. You think that the USGA wants them to go on an easy course? No. They want the course to be tough as nails. For Christ's sake, it's the USGA. If you're such a good golfer, why don't you qualify it? It's an opener. Qualify it, you jackass. Oh, that's right. I forgot. You're not that good.
That's laughable.
Here's another one before we hit to that top of the hour break, Jeff. Skippy Bale says Charlie Hustle deserves to be in the Hall of Fame as much as Chad Johnson deserves to get back in the NFL.
I don't think Pete Rose would be inducted into the Hall of Fame, but at least let him back in Major League Baseball. Maybe he could be a batting coach or a hitting instructor in the minor leagues or something like that for the Cincinnati Reds.
It's all a corporation now with all sports. It's all about politics.
You know what I like?
If you have one outside the field issue, you could be banned from a Hall of Fame consideration probably for your whole life.
Yeah, you know what I do?
It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I mean, people could start boycotts, they could do petitions. They've been doing that for 30 years, right? So nothing's changing now with this new news. Now, what else can they do?
You know what I do like, though? Okay? Fox Sports came out with a statement today saying that they are not going to fire Pete Rose as one of their baseball analysts. They're keeping him on. Good for you, Fox Sports. Good for you, because I bet you right now, if he worked for ESPN, he'd be fired.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you, Fox Sports. I'm proud of you. Good for you.
Skippy Bayless said that Brock Lesnar would go down to Skip Bayless.
Yeah, right. Sure. Okay, whatever.
Just like what happened last night, Jeff. The Beast finally went down.
Yeah, it took freaking 4 guys to do it.
Hey, it's better than nothing. He's always on top of everybody.
Hey, Skip, it took 4 guys to take the Beast down. You think you could take it down? It took 4 guys, and one of them was Kane, for Christ's sakes.
Well, I wouldn't ragtag Kane. He did smash Brock's ankle with that chair, though.
Yeah, that was pretty smart. Take the Beast's feet out. Yeah, you know what's happening, though? You're just pissing that dude off more.
Yeah. He's not going to be on Raw next week, but he'll be on the week after Chicago, so I can't wait to see him come back.
But he's going to be in Tokyo on the 4th of July.
Yep, and I have to be up at 4:30 Central Time in the morning to cover that show.
Screw you. It's on 2:30 my time. Screw you. I got to be up at 4:30. I got to be up earlier than you. I might not even go to bed.
Yeah, maybe we could talk on Skype while the show's going on.
I might not even go to bed. I might just watch the damn thing. Because he's supposed to wrestle out there, right?
Yep.
Who's he wrestling?
Yeah, they're calling it the Beast in the East. It's kind of cool. They had the promo package yesterday. It looked like he was like Godzilla.
I know. Who's he
Japan,
wrestling?
Right?
Who's he going to wrestle? 4 Japs?
No, I'm not sure who he's fighting yet, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff.
4 Japanese he's going to wrestle.
Yeah, 4 or 5 Japanese wrestlers at once? Kick all their asses.
There will not be any Japanese wrestlers on the card.
All the size of Skip Bayless, all the shape and size of Skip Bayless, only they're Japanese wrestlers. He's gonna kick their ass.
Skippy Bayless said that the New Day should join First Take with Stephen A. and Skip Bayless.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? New Day sucks.
New Day sucks.
I hate them, man. I can't stand that crap.
We're
I hate that.
Top of the hour. We got to run to a commercial break. When we come back, the shock man, Frank Sprankle, coming in.
We'll be right back. You listen to Jeff Ascott Show, man, and Josh Lopez on
Sports World Radio.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday. Okay, hey guys, don't laugh for a second, please. If you guys want to know what we're talking about during the commercial breaks, head on over to sportsworldradio.com/sportshorts today and find out what we're doing. Become a member. sportsworldradio.com/sportshorts. Okay, now you can laugh.
Welcome, Frank Sprankle, the shock man.
Hey, do you know by bringing me on, I've just added to the dysfunction?
Well, if you heard the last 20 minutes of our show yesterday, talk about a train wreck.
Oh, man. My sides hurt for a long time last night.
Dude, listen, you bring me on, either good things or bad things are going to happen. Depends on what you anticipate, what you think of as good or bad here.
Well, gentlemen, should we continue with Skippy Bayless Bash Hour? Did you have something you had to add there, Josh?
Yes, I'm glad Frank is here because I got a lot more Skippy quotes and a lot of retro Skippy quotes that I haven't used yet.
Do you have a lot of
since Sean was in vacation time.
Do you have a lot of nice Skippy quotes?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness, dude. I don't know if I'm going to last.
Here we go.
God help our souls, please.
No, God help you, because you're the one who's got to be doing it all.
All right, let's do it.
Gosh.
Skippy Bayless said that Hakeem Olajuwon is not a Hall of Famer.
Skippy, let me see. Hakeem Olajuwon has 2 NBA championships. That makes him a Hall of Famer. Shut your yap.
I wouldn't say necessarily championships. Man.
Hey, he's got the same amount of championships as Chris Bosh does, but I think Olajuwon's a better power forward than he is.
What's your take on it, Jeff, with Hakeem Olajuwon not being a Hall of Famer? According to
the dream should be in the Hall of Fame.
I think he's a Hall of Famer.
Come on, Jeff, Frank, and Josh. Not according to Skippy.
Well, Skippy don't know crap anyway, so what's the difference?
Do you know how many people Skip Bayless just pissed off in Houston?
Well, Skip pisses people off internationally.
Houston, we have a problem. There we go.
Yeah, Skip Bayless is going to start a war someday.
Skippy Bayless said that my New York Yankees... there you go. My New York Yankees are on a roll.
What are you doing?
Yeah, sure. They are really on a roll. Yeah, they got pounded by Detroit, and they even lost to the worst team in baseball. Come back and talk to me when they start winning, schmuck.
There's the first shock on my behalf.
Here we go. Skippy Bayless said that
the pain.
My Boston Red Sox better beat the Baltimore Orioles in this series.
No, really? You think? I think I'm aware of it, Skippy. I think everybody's aware of it.
Aren't the Red Sox on life support?
Oh, Frank, cut that out.
Hey, the truth, dude. It's like you can't handle the truth, dude.
They are on life support. They have been since he went to Boston.
Ha, ha, ha. I had a great time in Boston, and I miss it. Don't you forget it.
I'm just telling you how I'm seeing it.
Tell it like it is.
That's it. I'm just telling it like it is.
What are you, Aaron Neville now?
I'm just telling it like it is, you fat bastard.
Neville!
We're all weird and dysfunctional.
Skippy Bayless said that the Philadelphia Eagles will be trumped by my Dallas Cowboys in Week 17.
Jeff, what do you say about that?
Are they even playing on Week 17?
You know what?
I gotta check that one.
Are they playing Week 17?
He has to. He picked a team that he knows that Dallas can beat.
Well, come on, Jeff.
The guy's trying to get off on the easy side.
Has he said it about the Patriots yet?
I'm gonna get there in a minute.
Josh, Frank, and Jeff, Dallas does not play Philadelphia in Week 17. Dallas is at Philadelphia in Week 2 on September 20th.
Well, they've actually played the Giants on Week 17.
So way to go, Skip. You don't even know the goddamn schedule of your favorite football team, you dumbass.
The Cowboys end Week 17 against the Washington Redskins at home. Gary, that should give you some intriguing...
So hold on a second. So Skip Bayless said that his Dallas Cowboys are going to beat the Philadelphia Eagles on Week 17 at home?
Yes.
That's what he said?
Yep.
What a dumbass. They don't even play them on Week 17.
Did you check the schedule?
I'm looking at the schedule.
What about
Hey, I got a question. Are we
come
smarter
on, Jeff. What about a tiebreaker game?
Yeah, what about tiebreaker game, Jeff? Come on.
What the hell's a tiebreaker game got anything to do?
Tiebreakers in baseball.
What the hell does a tiebreaker game have anything to do with him saying that the Cowboys are going to beat Philly on Week 17? Hey, dumbass, check the schedule before you open up your mouth. I got a better idea. Have your researchers actually do their goddamn work for a change.
We're actually smarter than Skip Bayless. Think about it. You're smarter than Skip Bayless.
You're supposed to be the best sports guy around? You just blew it big time, you dumbass.
He doesn't even know when they play Philadelphia. It's week 2, Skippy. That's when they're at Philadelphia.
And then they play him again.
Maybe you need glasses.
No, but they play him a second time. Hold on, guys. They play him a second time. When do they play him the second time?
Week 9.
Week 9.
Week 9 at home in Dallas against Philadelphia.
Hey, you know what, Skip? Week 2 and Week 9 don't even add up to Week 17.
Well, anyway, Skippy Bayless went on to say today that Tony Romo will break the all-time NFL quarterback record for a regular season.
Oh, my, Tony Romo?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. If indeed the Cowboys do have a sucky season and Tony Romo's a big part of it, wouldn't they be chasing him out of Texas?
I know, Jeff, you're just sitting in your studio shaking your head with that comment.
So wait, is he trying to say that Tony Romo, listen, is Tony Romo better than Aaron Rodgers?
He's probably thinking that. That's because Skippy's a Cowboy fan, Frank.
I'm a Bears fan, and I will admit probably Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback the NFL has today.
Jeff, the floor is yours. What's up?
What an idiot.
No, I'm a realist. I'm even saying that Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback
you know something?
the NFL has.
You know something?
Skippy Bayless wanted to say if he had his own podcast on Spreaker, he would be dominating the charts.
Okay, so if he said that, then he listens to this goddamn show.
Dude, is Jerry Jones paying Skip Bayless to say this stuff?
Okay, hold on. After the quote that he said about the Cowboys playing the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 17, I don't believe or listen to anything he says anymore.
What if Skippy's Trevor Cody?
Well, you know what? He's not in the room no more, so screw him.
Maybe Skippy was hiring Trevor Cody to spy on us. Maybe that was the case.
Well, you know what? He got his ass booted. You know what, Skip? I won't boot you if you come in here as Skip Bayless with a picture of yourself on there. And Trevor Cody, you fat rat bastard, if you do it, you're gone.
I don't know is this guy what's more delusional? Is he saying that Tony Romo is going to be the best quarterback the NFL has this year, or literally does Skip Bayless think he can beat Brock Lesnar?
Yes, Skip Bayless thinks he
Hey,
can beat
watch
Brock
out for
Lesnar.
Sean. I'm worried.
Oh, gosh. Wow.
You okay
Wow,
over there,
that is
Sean?
funny.
I'd be worried for Skip Bayless if he gets in the ring with Brock Lesnar.
Oh, man.
Brock will crush him.
I know.
Well, speaking of Brock Lesnar, Skippy Bayless said that Brock Lesnar can't hold a candle to Skip Bayless.
Oh, my gosh.
Masculinity?
Hey,
Can't hold a candle to
did you see
Skip
what Brock?
Bayless.
Hey,
Wow.
did you see what Brock Lesnar did to Michael Cole last night?
Yeah.
Wait,
Brock
Lesnar did what to who?
Michael Cole last night.
Yeah, he F5 Michael Cole out of his shoe after WrestleMania this year.
Oh,
Yeah, I
he
know.
could do that. Imagine what he could do to Skip Bayless.
I know. So the authority made Brock Lesnar doing a public apology, and he put the guy in a headlock and gave him a noogie on his head and said, "I'm sorry."
Wait, he did that to Michael Coleslaw?
Yeah,
I used to call
tonight.
Michael Coleslaw 15 years
he
ago.
did that to him last night. Gave him a noogie.
Skippy Bayless said that he should replace Byron Saxton on commentary.
Oh,
You know what?
gosh.
Byron Saxton was pretty good last night. He didn't talk much.
Yeah, he's not like JBL who just runs his mouth just to run it.
Right.
That Dan McMahon ripoff.
Exactly. I like that Byron Saxton. He don't talk much. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Short and to the point, unlike you, Skippy.
Yep, Skippy Bayless said that the more my New England Patriots stall with this appeal process, the more it seems to me that the NFL is against my New England Patriots.
Skippy,
They
quit
are.
jinx the Patriots.
They are, Skippy, so just get used to it.
Hey, you know what? Skip Bayless just may would accept the fact that Tom Brady's going to be suspended here for a certain number of games.
Tom Brady don't want to be suspended for any number of games.
Well, that ain't going to happen.
Oh, Frank, yeah, sure. According to you, you Bears fan.
Hey, dude, didn't I say Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the National Football League today?
Okay, what does the best quarterback in the NFL have to do with the AFC or the Patriots?
Dude, hey, it just shows. I'm not being biased here. I'm admitting truth.
We're talking about the Patriots. We're not talking about Aaron Rodgers and his dumb cheese heads.
We're not talking about Green Bay Packers.
Here's the thing. He's going to be suspended for at least 2 games.
He should be suspended for the year, but that's me.
Josh, that's according to your opinion. It would not be the same without Tom Brady.
Before we get to the next quote, okay, so not only is Tom Brady getting a pass in this situation, now the St. Louis Cardinals are not getting penalized for their situation?
Dude, let the investigation play out. Dude, you gotta let the investigation play out.
What? To stall for what? For more cheaters to get more passes?
Dude, we got to find out who's responsible beyond this. Dude, it's like you're jumping the gun here. Settle down, dude.
I don't need to settle down. I'm tired of stupid organizations that can't win the right way, ruin the integrity of every sport. I could get 2 fake news about stalling. It's the same crap in every league.
Hey, the Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup 8 days ago. Be happy, dude.
Yeah, by luck. Anyway, next quote.
Skippy Bayless said that my Golden State Warriors will not make the NBA Finals next year.
Skippy, that's a bad thing to say.
Now all of a sudden he hates the Bay Area.
Yeah, now he hates the Bay Area, Jeff. What do you say about that?
He hates everything, man.
I don't know. It seems that he likes Boston.
It seems, Frank, he doesn't even like Chicago, and he probably calls it a dirty town just like San Diego.
Dude, I could give a beaver's damn what he thinks about Chicago. I love Chicago. Chicago is my city, and I'm damn proud of it.
A beaver's dam, that's a good one.
Skippy Bayless said that my San Diego Padres are a joke.
He hates San Diego, too. There's another city.
They are a joke right now.
Yeah, you can agree with Skippy on that. Yeah, he's got something there.
They are a joke.
I'll admit I'm a White Sox fan, and they're a joke, too. So
and I'm a Red Sox fan. And I'm a Red Sox fan, and they're a joke, too. And
did you watch the game last night? Boy, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, no comment.
And it was on ESPN last night.
Next.
And on that note, we got to go to a commercial break with more Skippy quotes after this commercial.
You're listening to Jeff Escott, Sean Man, Frank Sprankle, and Josh Lopez on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow new way to workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, Frank Sprankle, Josh Lopez. The gang is in the house doing sports talk here. We're in the middle of a Skippy segment. Right before we came on the air, I said to Frank, hey, did you like that AC/DC? And he said, yeah, I needed to do for what?
Wait, Brian Johnson is better than Bon Scott.
I need to do it for what? What do you need an AC/DC song for?
Hey, I didn't ask for an AC/DC song for. You're the one that played the AC/DC
I know.
song.
He
said
I had
that
no idea.
he
It
had
came
a-
off the Cubby Blue. I love it.
I know, but you said you needed an AC/DC song for something. What was it?
Oh, no, I just hopefully the AC/DC can play at a birthday party for me one of these years. I don't know.
You better hurry up. They're freaking old and decrepit.
Any more Skippy quotes?
Hey, you know what?
Yes.
AC/DC, before we move on, AC/DC could play my presidential inauguration celebration.
Are you going
nice.
to run against the Donald?
Against the Donald Trump there, Frank?
You know what? If the Donald can move away from the Republican Party and go independent, I may vote for him.
Oh, boy.
I hate
Sorry,
to
I don't vote for Republicans or Democrats.
I hate to tell you this.
I don't vote at all.
I hate to tell you this, people, but I'm voting for the Donald.
You're voting for Donald Trump?
Yes.
You know,
why?
I'm a wrestling fan, and he is a celebrity WWE Hall of Famer. Why not?
You know why?
I'll vote for him.
You know why I'm voting for him? Because we need a businessman running this goddamn country because all these politicians are screwing it up.
We need
Has Obama screwed it up since he's been in office since 2009?
Yes.
Oh, you mean the Bushes that ruined it for 20 more years before he became the president?
Don't get me
Yes.
started on the Bushes, please.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yes.
They're awful.
Yes. Obama has screwed it up too.
I call him no Obama.
Yes. They've all screwed it up.
We don't need Jeb Bush in the White House.
Nope.
Let's
We
not
don't
get
need
into
Bush.
politics.
We don't need
let's talk
Bush.
some
We don't
sports
need
here.
Clinton. We don't need none of that.
Skippy Bale said that Charles Barkley could beat Jordan Spieth.
Get the hell out of here.
What is wrong with this guy?
In what? Hold on a second, guys.
Yeah,
Hold
he
on.
said he could beat Jordan Spieth at the Masters.
Oh, at the-
or
oh,
the
Let me
US
just
Open.
say this.
And
Let me
maybe-
say this. To play some holes of golf with Jordan Spieth, and you're going to lose anyway, but isn't it an honor to play against Jordan Spieth?
Maybe in a foul shooting contest you have a chance of beating him, but that's about it, brother.
How about a Barkley versus Escow golf matchup? Oh, yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
So wait, you would like to debate Skip Bayless, but then take on Charles Barkley in golf?
Yep.
Yes.
Skippy Bayless says he feels that Terrell Owens should make a return to his Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, boy.
They're already bad enough shape as it is.
Dallas needs something.
Let me ask you this.
Hold up. So we need Des Bryant's father to come back into the NFL?
Whoa.
What
What do you think there, Frank?
They're both the same player, right?
So hold on. Let me ask you this. Does he think that Romo and Owens can be the biggest quarterback wide receiver tandem in 2015? Is
Well,
that
it didn't work
why?
out in 2006, so.
Not going to work. Not
Dude,
going to
that's
happen.
10 seasons ago.
Hey, when was the last time Owens was in the league?
It's been a long time. I don't know, like,
2011.
I guarantee you he's not as fast as he was before, so nope.
I hate to say this, for the NFL, Terrell Owens is a dinosaur.
Nope.
Oh, come on, Jeff and Frank. He used to be with the Dallas Cowboys. He's maybe could do something for him.
Yeah, help
agree
them
with you,
lose some
Shaba.
games, that's what.
I agree with you, Shaba.
Skippy Bayless said that the New Orleans Saints are going to be a joke for the next 10 years.
For the next 10 years?
Yeah.
Wow, Shaba, you like that?
Well, they are getting older.
Shaba, that's addressed toward you, buddy. since
Mickey
you're-
Loomis will not be there forever, too, so that goes into the conversation.
Hey, can I tell this to Skip Bayless? I'm not going to be here forever.
Neither will you,
Bayless.
Skip.
Should happen sooner than later with him.
Yeah.
Look at Browning. Oh, Shaba, that's addressed. Yep.
Hey,
addressed toward you.
Hold
Frank.
on, is this a Golden State Warriors picture I'm seeing on Browning's thing?
Yes.
You lost the bet?
Hey, the bum follower, you lost a bet.
No, that's because we harassed the living crap out of him to take his LeBron poster off, so he put that on.
Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Any sympathy, Frank, for LeBron? I'm pretty sure you sent him some Kleenex.
Sympathy. Instead of Kleenex, how about this? I sent him Too Bad So Sad. That's what I sent him in terms of my words. Too bad so sad.
Could you believe that Skip Bayless said that he's giving LeBron a pass in this finals, in the 2007 finals, Jeff?
No, I know. So he's in Skip Bayless's eyes, he's 2-2 and not 2-4, right?
Dude, let me ask you this: were they crying in each other's arms after Game 6?
Yep.
I'm sure, Herr Frank.
I think he was consoling Stephen A. Smith and Chris Broussard because their boy lost the finals.
He was probably consoling ESPN.
I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that Skippy went to a corner and he started pouting and crying.
I don't understand why. I don't understand why. He picked Golden State to win the freaking thing.
Because it maybe was a little bit of a tear of joy and then a little bit of sadness for LeBron.
I don't know how he picked Golden State when he picked Cleveland early in the year to win the NBA Finals.
He picked Golden State to win in
6.
He picked Golden State to win in 7. They won in 6, and he's upset that LeBron didn't win. What a schmuck!
I feel sorry for him, Jeff.
Doesn't this come to show you that you need players? And I said players to win an NBA championship. Not just a player. You need players.
What a dick.
Well, now, Frank, Skippy said that he disagrees with Phil Jackson's thoughts on today's NBA.
Well, I think the NBA today is not... The NBA, compared to the 1980s and the 1990s, the NBA sucks now.
Yes, it does. It's not
it
the
sucks
same game.
because
no.
you want to know why? Back then, it was hard-nosed, old-school basketball.
Correct.
It was drive down the lane and kick your ass.
Correct.
Today, it sucks.
Correct.
Skippy Bayless said if he was 30 years younger, he should be selected number 1 in this year's NBA draft, which will take place this Thursday at the Barclays Center.
Wait a minute. If he was 30 years old, hold on.
No,
Let me
30
check.
years younger.
Okay, 30 years younger. So Skip Bayless is 63 years old.
Yeah, we're
all right,
making
I don't see anybody that's 33 get drafted into the NBA.
Yeah,
Do
you're
you?
an idiot. Yeah, you're an idiot, you schmuck.
So wait, you're going to try to say if you were 33 years old, you hope? Does anybody at 33 get drafted into professional sports?
You see?
Oh, come on!
You see the stupidity of this moron right here?
Couple more Skippy quotes for today. Skippy Bayless said that he's loving his TV vacation right now.
Yeah, okay. You guys do 1 gig a freaking day. Okay, you work on TV for 2 hours a day. What you do it for 5-6 days in a row? Oh, you need a 3-week goddamn vacation? Holy crap!
Oh, come on, Jeff. They've earned it. They've covered the NBA Finals. They need 3 weeks to recuperate and play golf and go to the beach.
Goodness! Can I say this? Let me say this. I do sports talk radio. Okay, here I am doing a great sports talk show with my friends. You know what? This feels like a vacation to me. Every day I'm on the show, it feels like vacation.
3 weeks. Frank, they're taking 3 weeks off from First Take because they worked too hard during the NBA Finals.
Yeah, and he's sad that LeBron didn't win the NBA title. Don't you think
Skip Bayless
is depressed?
First Take back on ESPN2 with a new moderator on July 13th.
I wish
not even after 4th of July, folks. They have to take another week off.
Who's the new moderator? Who's the new moderator?
I wish it was me.
Oh my God!
Escal.
Jeff, I probably wouldn't be able to watch it because I'd be laughing so hard.
I wish it was me. Hey, ESPN, if you're listening, I want to be the moderator of those 2 schmucks over there on First Take.
One last Skippy quote of the day. Skippy Bayless said that he is the judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to all professional sports.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
If you're accepted or validated by me, then you're a good sports player.
Okay. Hey, you know what, schmuck? You can't even get the NBA schedule right. You think that the freaking Cowboys are playing the Eagles on Week 17. You're an idiot.
Wait. So does Skip Bayless think he should be the ultimate lord and master of everybody?
Yes.
Oh, come on, Jeff and Frank. He just wants to be knowledgeable and think he knows everything
Well,
about
he doesn't.
sports and this and that.
He doesn't, and he proved it by saying that the Cowboys and the Eagles play on this Week 17th of the NFL season. He just proved it. He proved how much he does not know about anything by making that statement right there. Because if he looked at the schedule, he would have never made that statement. Hey, Skip, do your goddamn research so you don't look like an idiot.
Hey, Josh, Jayla, Josh, what does that thing you say to Skip Bayless all the time? Please say it.
Skip, shut up.
Yeah.
Jeff does it better than I do, but
What a dick.
Jeff does it better because he's so sick of him.
Hey, Skip, you know what? Shut up.
God.
And that's a wrap for this day's edition of the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. I have more quotes for you tomorrow. And this bashing hour has been brought to you by the Flipper. Go to flipperflipper.com. Never have to flip your toilet seat again. Or Andrew Browning flipping teams that LeBron James goes for.
Even Flipper hates Skip Bayless.
That's right. You're listening to Jeff Escow, Showman, Josh Lopez, Frank Sprankle on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think. Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. A little Hell's Bells for you there. That's an old Trevor Hoffman entrance song for the San Diego Padres. Take that, Skip Bayless.
By the way, if I were in professional wrestling, AC/DC would record my theme song.
Yeah, but which song?
I don't know. Dude, maybe they can record a song just for me.
Ooh, there you go.
Trust me, I would come out to AC/DC as long as Brian Johnson is the vocalist.
Well, that's not going to happen. He's dead.
No, that's Bon Scott.
Oh, that's Bon Scott. You like Bon Scott? You like Brian Johnson better than Bon Scott?
I know a lot of people would probably say they like the original and Bon Scott, but I think Brian Johnson has more electricity in his voice. Brian Johnson, for me, is a better lead singer. Nothing against Bon Scott, rest his soul, but for me, Brian Johnson is a better lead singer for AC/DC than Bon Scott.
I like Bon Scott better.
I like Brian Johnson.
Because Bon Scott can hit things that Brian Johnson just couldn't.
True, but I like Brian Johnson's electricity.
Brian Johnson's not bad. He's held the fort down for all these years.
Whoa.
All right, so where are we going next, boys? Hey, Josh, where are we going next?
Got him. Dude, we got the glue here, Sini. What have we done? Or
Josh,
do we do or whatever?
Josh, where are we going next?
Well, I finished the Skippy updates. We talked about Phil. We had Lama on the show.
Frank?
Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
Frank, I got to ask you, your thoughts on Pete Rose real quickly.
I'll tell you
Oh,
what.
boy.
Say what you want about all of this, apparently, allegedly him betting as a player. That does not change my personal opinion on Pete Rose. The guy should be reinstated in baseball, and he should be eligible for the Hall of Fame. You know what I did this morning? I remember, Jeff, we talked about this, but remember last summer, of course, last August, the 25th anniversary, and Keith Olbermann had an interesting piece. Remember that about Pete Rose?
Yes.
Okay. Pete Rose, there was an interesting piece here. Remember the 1999 All-Star Game in Fenway Park where you had all of these legends surrounding Ted Williams?
Yes, I remember.
Okay, I know, Sean, you obviously do.
Mm-hmm.
Pete Rose was obviously nowhere to be found because obviously he could not be on the field without the commissioner's approval. Now, go 3 months later, the World Series in Atlanta, the MasterCard All-Century team. Well, the significance behind this was that MasterCard sponsored the All-Century team, and the only way that they were going to sponsor it is if everybody was representative, including Pete Rose. So, as a result, Bud Selig gives the okay, Pete Rose can partake in this event. Listen, Pete Rose has been used by MLB for corporate negativity. That is degrading. That is wrong. And I'm going to tell you what, Pete Rose lying about betting on baseball as a player. How many guys have lied about PEDs?
A bunch.
A bunch. So you know what? It makes no difference. They lied about PEDs. Pete Rose lied about betting as a manager and apparently as a player. It makes no difference. Pete Rose should be back in baseball. You know what? If I were Rob Manfred, the first thing I would have done as commissioner is, okay, Pete Rose, you're back in.
Yeah, he's back in, and then that ends all the law about what Jeff's saying being in, I'll say this, Jeff, MLB jail.
That's what he's in. He's in MLB jail, man.
He's in MLB jail for life.
Yeah,
Bad
it's
boys,
ridiculous.
bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna
ridiculous.
do?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Reinstate Pete Rose if I'm commissioner. But the fact is, I got to tell you this, and God bless Fox Sports. I admire Fox Sports for, first of all, hiring Pete Rose in the first place. And then coming out with the statement saying that we stand by Pete.
Yes.
God bless Fox Sports. You know what? It's just a damn shame that Pete Rose can't be on site in an MLB ballpark. He's got to be in the studio, obviously.
Well, he's going to be there in Cincinnati for the All-Star game.
Yeah, with the commissioner's approval.
Yep. He's going to be there for the All-Star game.
You know what? Let me ask you this.
Glad that hold on, Frank. I'm glad that Cincinnati will do this. Why not? The guy was a Cincinnati Red his whole life. He played a few years with the Phillies. Then he was back to being manager in the 80s. Why not? People in Cincinnati are always going to remember him. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. Now, that's my opinion. Here's what I think is going to happen, unfortunately. Pete Rose is now not going to get in. I think any shot of him being reinstatement is down the tubes, unfortunately. It's been shot. It's in the toilet. Flipper. It's in the toilet. What do you think?
I don't think he's going to be reinstated either, but he should be reinstated.
I think there was, don't you get the sense, though, before all of this came out with ESPN's Outside the Lines, that there was at least some momentum over the last few months of having Pete Rose be reinstated? I'm not going to say it was a sure thing, but don't you get the sense that there was some momentum of him being possibly reinstated? I think
but Frank,
there was.
Just because he gets reinstated doesn't mean he's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
No, but at least he'll be on the ballot.
How do you know? Maybe he won't.
I think if he is reinstated, you got to put him on the ballot. But here's another thing. Even if you put him on the ballot, I still don't think he gets in, unfortunately.
Frank, are you tough enough?
Tough enough? Yes, I am. I exercise 6 days a week. I eat right, and I drink a lot of water. I can kick anybody's butt in here.
I don't know about me, but tough enough making his return after today's show's over on the USA Network for anybody that's interested in watching
Okay, you got to rephrase that. It's making its return after the show on the East Coast. Because on the West Coast, it don't come out on here until 8 o'clock.
Who is Boo Bear?
Huh?
Boo Bear?
Somebody called Boo Bears in the chat room.
I don't know. What's
hey,
up,
it's
Boo
somebody
Bear?
from Chicago because it got Jake and Elwood on it.
I don't know.
The Blues Brothers. Welcome to Sports Radio. It's not Trevor Cody.
Oh,
This
it
guy
better
says
not
legit.
be.
SRP. What's
SRP, how's it going?
SRP. What does
Radio.
SRP stand for?
Is it
Welcome to Sports World Radio, the fastest 2 hours of your life.
Sports radio programming?
Sports radio programming? I don't know. I was thinking of another
blues harp player.
S-A-R-A-R-P word, but I'll save that for the sports shorts.
He's a blues harp player. Welcome. Oh, Salmon Radio Productions. Thank you for that, Boo Bear.
No, okay.
Salomon Radio Productions.
Thank you, Boo Bear.
All right.
Welcome to Sports World Radio, the fastest 2 hours of sports talk, each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. in the East, 3 p.m. in the West, and if you live in the Central,
5 p.m.
Dude, that's a false start on Sean.
Well, he's got to.
False start on Sean.
False start.
You know
He's got one
All right. Here's my response. All right, I'm glad you people know what time it is in the Central. Took you long enough.
Hold up. I got a question with this. I broadcast on the Truth Porn Militia.
Well, I don't know.
Whoa.
Anybody else see a problem with
Wonder what this is all about.
Well, we'll just let it go for right now. It's okay.
I broadcast on the Truth Portable. I get it out. Like, what is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Who knows? Another story I got.
Yeah,
the NBA draft is this Thursday. Gentlemen, what's your guys' thoughts? What do you think of your favorite teams in the NBA draft? What do they need to fix their teams?
I'm not watching it, but if the Bulls did have a pick, especially with where they're slotted in the draft right now, I wouldn't be surprised if they got R.J. Hunter.
What do you think, Frank, for the Chicago Bulls?
I think the Bulls need to go somebody who has a better outside shot. Really, I would like to see the Bulls go after an outside shooter.
Jeff for the Knicks?
Number 4.
Well,
they need a lot of help, too.
It doesn't really matter who the hell they freaking pick because they need so much help. It doesn't freaking matter. Okay?
And Frank, you'll be here for the NBA draft show on Thursday. That's what the NBA draft.
What time does the draft begin?
4 o'clock. I like my time.
watching
I like to see him get D'Angelo Hall, but that ain't gonna freaking happen because I think Philadelphia is gonna take him, sons of bitches. Who knows what Phil Jackson's gonna do? That son of a bitch.
Hey, Phil Jackson, you know what? I think for Phil Jackson, this is the biggest project he has in his career. No question about it. He had it already made in Chicago. He had it made in Los Angeles.
No kidding.
It is. He wants to put together a team that can compete in the Eastern Conference. He wants to bring the basketball back to New York since the days of Patrick Ewing and Charles Oakley and John Starks.
Boo Bear, no. LeBron James is the most overrated player in basketball history. There you go.
And then how about this, Frank? Another big story I talked about with Josh and with Jeff yesterday. How about this? Dwayne Wade possibly to Los Angeles to be an L.A. Laker. What's your thoughts?
Maybe it would be good if Dwayne Wade goes to Los Angeles. Now, I agree. I'd like to see him finish his career in Miami. He's met a lot to that organization, but maybe for him, not for me. I personally think he should finish his career in Miami. You know what? He can retire now. Great career. He's a Hall of Famer. But understand this. Maybe he wants to play with Kobe Bryant in his last go-around. Did you ever think about that?
So you're going to have Dwayne Wade come off the bench?
No, he's going to
have the Lakers waste a bunch of money on him?
Listen, even if you have Dwayne Wade on that team, they're not going to go anywhere.
I just think it's dumb and short-minded to have Dwayne Wade go out there for a 2-year project instead of investing in your future.
If he's going to go
the Lakers
anywhere,
took the approach of being the Yankees after they won those 3 finals in early 2000s, and look where it's got them. They haven't had a good foundation when it comes to selecting their draft picks, and they have a hard time developing stars.
Why wouldn't Dwayne Wade go to Cleveland to be with his friend?
Oh, wait, no, sir, you're looking at another scenario. Look, hey, you know what? You didn't win the NBA title with me. Remember the times in Miami we won 2 NBA championships together? Maybe if I come back, we can do it again in Cleveland.
It's possible, but Cleveland's going to have major decisions coming up, Frank. A lot of people do not know what the status will be with them. There's the issue first with the David Blatt, LeBron James drama that's ongoing right now, knowing what is going to happen. Will Blatt be back as coach of Cavaliers next year, or will he be fired? And the Cavaliers look for a new coach that LeBron would want to work with.
All right, but let me ask you this. If they were going to fire David Blatt, wouldn't they've done it already based on the fact that you have the draft upcoming?
I think so. I think they're just giving it time.
Why? Because LeBron's running that team anyway. No.
Hey, Jeff, I found a good story before we take the final break, and I had to head out soon. Draymond Green, the player from the Golden State Warriors, he ripped Charles Barkley today. And he said that Charles Barkley shouldn't be talking about him because Draymond Green has a championship ring and he was a power forward, and Charles Barkley doesn't.
Wow.
I'll put it in the chat room. The quote is right here. Don't talk rings, Charles. You never won one.
Well, he does have a point there. Charles Barkley only played in one NBA Finals. He only came close once.
93. That was the only time he went there, and then they lost to the Bulls in 6 games. And of course, Frank remembers John Paxson.
Is Charles Barkley a top 50 player?
You know what? I can tell you this. Well, you know what? All right, let me ask you this, dude. Do you have to win an NBA championship to be a top 50 player?
I think so. What do you think there, Jeff?
I could see Barkley as a top 50, not a high top 50, maybe a low top 50. Go ahead, Jeff.
I don't think he is a top 50 player. I don't think he is.
You know what? Think about that 93 NBA Finals. The only pride Charles Barkley actually had in that series was after they had won Game 5. The Suns won Game 5 at Old Chicago Stadium. The Bulls could have, if the Bulls had won that 5th game, they would have won the NBA championship, but instead Phoenix delayed it. All I remember hearing about Charles Barkley in his post-game interview was, we prevented a riot.
Can you believe that this freaking commissioner and Brady is still talking?
Yeah, ongoing. Frank, what's your thoughts about that?
Wait, Brady?
Yeah,
Brady and the NFL
commissioner are still freaking talking today.
Hey, so they're in New York, still meeting behind closed doors.
Correct.
Are they going to order pizza?
I don't know, man, but they've been meeting for like 5-6 hours, man. It's freaking crazy.
What is there? Okay, let me ask you this. Should we be playing the People's Court theme here?
Listen, just reduce it to 2 games so we can play against the Cowboys and kick their ass.
Here's the thing about the Cowboys, though. Think about this. Tom Brady has played in pretty much every NFL stadium there is. Tom Brady has never played in Cowboys or AT&T Stadium or whatever the hell it's called. He has never played in that stadium. So think about this. If Tom Brady's suspended, you know he's not going to play ever in that stadium.
So
what
does that have to do with it?
Let me ask you this. I think it should be 4 games. Quite honestly, I think the suspension should have been 6 to 8 games. But I have a feeling that it's still going to be 2 games. I really do. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I think based on the fact that, hey, you know what? Robert Kraft is my friend. I'll help him out here.
I'm okay. I'm okay with a 2-game suspension. I really am. But I don't want a 4-game suspension because that 4th game is against the Cowboys, and I need Brady back so we can kick the crap out of the Cowboys.
Oh, no.
I
think we're going to have a problem here, Jeff. Boo Bear is a Steelers fan.
Well, then you know what? Then he knows all about losers.
I don't know. His NFL team has won a lot more than my NFL team.
Not lately, they haven't. He knows all about losing.
His NFL team has Super Bowl success. Mine only has won 1 Super Bowl.
He's probably a whole Pittsburgh fan, so he probably likes the Penguins and the Pirates and all the others. He lives in the land of losers.
Steel Nation.
Yeah.
In the house.
They're not going to win the Super Bowl this year at all. So don't even think about it.
Join West in the pity train.
1979 was a long time ago, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
08 was the last time they won. By the way, we got to go to our final commercial break of the day.
You're listening to Jeff Eskow, Sean Mann, Frank Sprankle, Josh Lopez on
Sports World Radio.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family. We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Chloe is 9 months old.
She is the greatest thing ever.
One little smile, one little laugh. Anybody? We would do anything for her. My name is Kim Bryant, and my husband and I made a will on LegalZoom.
It was really easy to do.
We created LegalZoom to help you take care of the ones you love. Go to LegalZoom.com today and complete your will in minutes. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, Josh Lopez, Frank Sprankle. Hey, if you guys want to know what we're talking about during the commercial breaks while you guys are listening to the commercials, head on over to sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts and become a member today and listen to all the conversations that we have during the commercial breaks. We're doing a show inside the show. So we continue to do the show while we go to commercial break. So if you want to know what we're saying, head on over to sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts. All right, Guy, where are we going for the last topic of the day or the last segment of the day, my friend?
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
Well, Josh
they
had
picked
something,
up the
didn't he?
option and sender Timothy Musgrove's contract for next
we
season.
knew that was coming.
So the Cavaliers have already made one move already. Could we see possibly more with J.R. Smith being a free agent, LeBron James uncertainty, and Kyrie Irving is another possibility?
Wow, that's impressive.
Josh,
Next.
you had something, right?
Go ahead, Jeff.
Josh, you had something that you wanted to talk about, right?
Man, I'm trying to remember.
You said you went.
Go ahead, Sean. Let me think about it.
You said you went and you found. Josh, you said you went and you found this article. You wanted to talk about it?
Yeah,
Sure.
I already told you about it. It was the
okay.
Draymond Green, Charles Barkley thing. I put it in the chat room.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead, Sean.
So the Cavaliers have made one move. Everybody's wondering what's going to happen with the rest of free agency, where they will be headed. Dan Gilbert has got major decisions that need to be made. Wondering what's going to happen since they just picked up this option for this one center who played a big role in getting Cleveland to the NBA Finals for the first time in 8 years.
Great accomplishment, but they didn't win the NBA championship.
Didn't win the championship, and you could see a lot of reshuffling, Frank, with the Cavaliers. They would be a team because they can't just keep all their guys. They want to try. They'd like to keep their whole team together and try to get back to the finals. Remember the Las Vegas odds? Everybody in Las Vegas picking the Cavaliers to return to the NBA Finals next year.
Well, let me ask you this: we don't know what the East is going to be like. No. I think though Cleveland is a front runner to win it.
I think too that another thing I keep in mind is that regardless of what happens with LeBron James, Josh and Frank and Jeff, the Western Conference is still a lot stronger and better conference than the Eastern Conference.
LeBron James was in the Western Conference, he wouldn't have won any goddamn freaking championships. He picked the East because it's the weaker of the two.
I mean, that's another thing people aren't talking about. LeBron James potentially leaving Cleveland. Nobody is discussing that.
Because
it's almost
not
as
going to
if,
happen.
LeBron's going to stay in Cleveland. Well, I think he will, but I'm not going to say it's a sure thing at this point.
I believe he goes back to Cleveland.
The only way he's leaving is if they don't do what he wants and they don't give him the money he wants. That's the only way he's leaving.
Let me ask you this: what about the coach?
Well, it depends. If he wants Blatt to stay, he's going to stay. If he wants Blatt to go, he's going to go. It's that simple.
Josh, your thoughts?
I think they're going to go and try to get Mark Jackson as a coach, and then whatever they do in the offseason, they'll try to stack up the roster like they did in Miami in 2010.
Frank,
but either way, I don't think the Cavs are winning the finals next year.
You're going to say so.
Frank, would it be a death blow to you if Tom Thibodeau would ever become coach of the Cavaliers?
I admire Tom Thibodeau. I really did. I think, however, Tom Thibodeau overworked the Bulls in his first stint as an NBA head coach. Because one thing about Tom Thibodeau, yes, he does teach defense. He does teach discipline. I'll say this. If Tom Thibodeau were to go to Cleveland, he would have to, I think, tone down some of his coaching. He would have to, as far as the minutes goes, listen, if you're up by a considerable margin, you shouldn't see your starters in. I'll give you case in point. 2012, April 2012, Josh, you obviously, we all remember this, Josh and I especially. Saturday afternoon in the United Center, the first game against Philadelphia in the first round, Derrick Rose goes down with 5 minutes left. The Bulls are up by a considerable margin at that point, and here's Tom Thibodeau having all of his starters in, including Rose, and he's still intent sparking out the orders. I think for Tom Thibodeau, look, here's what I think for Tom Thibodeau. I don't think he should coach this year. He does have another couple years remaining on the Bulls deal. He can sit down for 1 year, take some time to reflect and relax and think about what he can do differently this time and maybe come back to a coaching job in 2016, 2017.
Josh, you were saying, you've said to me on numerous occasions on Skype calls and on the show, Tom Thibodeau goes to the Cavaliers. You would not watch another NBA basketball game next season.
Yep, I'm not watching it.
Now, what's your thoughts about now, everybody, your thoughts about Jeff Van Gundy? Jeff Van Gundy would be a possibility, maybe go to Cleveland if David Blatt gets fired.
I don't even think he wants to deal with it.
No.
Do you think he's happy doing broadcasting work nowadays? I think he is.
Yeah, I think he loves the broadcast booth. I don't believe that Jeff Van Gundy would want to even go back to the NBA. He hasn't had a coaching job since he was with the Houston Rockets, and look at all the success he had with the New York Knicks. And Josh, for you, I'm pretty sure you'd agree, too, that he likes the broadcast booth.
Yeah, he gets a chance to run his mouth every time he can during the basketball game, so what else is new?
Less headaches, and he gets paid more. What do you got to worry, man?
Yeah, you know what? He doesn't have the stress as he did. Trust me, the stress from broadcasting as opposed to coaching, that's apples and oranges. There's no comparison. Coaching is tough.
There's no stress broadcast.
Let me ask you this. Would you want to be a coach in today's NBA? I wouldn't.
No, I'd rather be a broadcaster.
But here's the thing. You need a superstar to win.
Well, they had one, and they didn't, did they?
No, because they didn't have a bench. They didn't have a bench in the end.
So then you don't need a superstar to win because they didn't have a bench. So which one is it? Do they need a bench or do they need a superstar?
Let me ask you this, though. If you're a coach, would you want to coach a superstar? Because face fact here, you have to look up to the superstar. It's not like the players are looking up to you. They're looking up to the superstar. In this case, LeBron James in Cleveland.
I'm not looking up to LeBron James. The guy travels more than Carter's got liver pills.
Oh, dude. That was pretty slick.
Okay? When the guy gets the basketball, he travels more than Carter's got liver pills, dude. It's ridiculous already. And the referees don't call it, and I'm sick and tired of it. So, no. I don't look up to him at all.
No, okay. I'm just saying, if you're a head coach in the NBA, it's the superstar that's going to have more power than the head coach.
He's got more power than the head coach on Cleveland. He's got more power than anything on Cleveland. He goes anywhere else, he's not going to have that power. Knows that.
LeBron James is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trust me. You take LeBron James out of Cleveland, you're taking the franchise. You're taking the organization. The Cleveland Cavaliers. Who are the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Well, let me say
LeBron James is no longer with
them.
Here's
look.
my thing, Frank. If LeBron decided to opt out and he actually did leave, I don't think it's going to happen. But if he did leave, I don't think Gilbert would be upset about it because he already knows what comes with LeBron James.
Right. And
the Cavaliers were in playoff positions, and LeBron let them high and dry.
And LeBron did the same thing.
Don't you think people would want to kill Dan Gilbert in Cleveland?
Hey, LeBron did the same thing with Miami. As soon as he left Miami, they went to crap, didn't they?
Yeah, but the fact is, people in Miami aren't as big sports fans as Cleveland.
And you have to keep it in perspective that the goal for LeBron last year during the summer was he told the fans when he came back that my goal is that I promise to bring this city of Cleveland a championship. Not the case. Cleveland continues to deal with the long championship drought.
Well, that's why he's not going anywhere. He hasn't done it yet. So the Cleveland's going to give him exactly what he wants, who he wants on his team, and that's going to be that. If they don't, they're going to lose him, and they know that.
Suppose Cleveland just continues to keep the drought going. It's going to be,
it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch because I don't want to ever see LeBron James win a championship in Cleveland. I don't want to see it happen.
Wait, do you want to not see LeBron James win a championship in Cleveland, or not see Cleveland as a city win any championship, the Cavaliers, the Browns, or the Super Bowl, or do you need?
I don't want to. As long as LeBron's on the Cleveland Cavaliers, I hope they never win a championship.
Suppose if we were in Cleveland and you had Cleveland fans that were crying to us because they didn't get it done. Oh, boy.
I'd say the same thing to them.
Dan Gilbert's going to take the fall.
I'd say the same thing to them. I hope as long as LeBron James is on the Cleveland Cavaliers, I hope they don't win a championship. I hope he retires from Cleveland and from the league not winning another championship. That's awesome right there.
So you just don't want to see LeBron win a championship, period.
Correct, and I don't want to see him win it in Cleveland either.
Okay, let me ask you this. Would you be satisfied if LeBron went to 5 more NBA Finals but did not win any one of them?
Yes.
Okay, so he makes it to the NBA Finals. You wouldn't mind seeing that, but all of a sudden he becomes the biggest choker in NBA Finals history.
That would take his reputation and shoot it down an awful lot, wouldn't it?
That would be 2-9 in the NBA
That's right.
Finals.
Could you imagine that, 2-9?
And that's not Jordan-esque, even though you aren't.
Jordan-esque was
That's
6
right.
for 6.
And on that note, we're getting a flock out of here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. We had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Until tomorrow, my friends, remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable.
Amen.
Amen.
Peace out, everybody. Until tomorrow, for Sean Mann, Josh Lopez, Frank Sprankle, I'm Jeff Eskow. This has been Sports World Radio.
Shut up, Skip.
Bye-bye. Tippy, you're a loser.
Boy, Stimpy, we sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon? How long is that?
In a little while, man. Goodbye, folks.
Goodbye, folks.